Here we have the SQ1 Dynamics. This is an 8-channel compressor or gate. This is a spot-on emulation of the hardware unit, and in my years of mixing, I've used this device many times. The circuitry in this thing sounds wonderful. So if you're familiar with the hardware version, you now have the ability to use it with inside the digital Pro Series consoles. Before I go over the controls, we're going to head over to the patching screen so I can show you how to patch this unit in. It's a little bit different than you would patch in, say, a reverb or a delay. So here we are in the insert sense. Let's go ahead and select Kick 1, because this is the kind of device that we would be inserting on this channel. On the right side, we're going to click Effects. You'll notice that it says VX Tape right now. That's because I normally have a tape machine inserted on that channel. But for the demonstration of this video, we're just going to ignore it. Here is where we would go ahead and patch in the insert send. So before I go ahead and use it, I need to unassign it first. So let me unselect the kick channel and scroll down to my vocal group and remove the insert. Now let's go ahead and insert channel 1 into channel 1 of the Dynamics. Now let's go to the Effects, click on the second page, and let's go ahead and unassign our initial patching from the Effects device. Now that we're already on the insert return page, let's go ahead and assign the Dynamics output back to the insert on Kick 1. Now let's head back to the Effects page. Now that we have the kick drum inserted on channel 1, let's take a look at the controls. Here on the top left side, we have our input levels. And below that, in compressor mode, we have our gain reduction meter. If we're using the gate, then this will show us the indication of how much the gate is either closed or open. Down here in the assignable controls window, we have the ability to adjust the compressor threshold. Next, we have the ability to adjust the compressor gain. Then you have the ability to adjust the attack for either the compressor or the gate, the ability to adjust the release of the compressor or the gate hold times, and then you have the ability to adjust the ratio of the compressor or the range of the gate. The last encoder allows us to adjust the side chain frequency. We have the ability to link channels 1 and 2. Then we have the Control Link button. This will allow us to adjust the parameters of the 2 linked channels. If we don't have this selected, we can adjust individual settings. Next, we have the Vintage button, which is changing the characteristic of the compressor. Next, we have the Hard Knee button. Then the Solo to be able to hear the sidechain frequency. Our Bypass button to take it out of circuit. Then we have our Filter button, and then the Narrow button, which will narrow up the bell of the frequency shape. As you see here on the top left, we're on page 1 of 8 of the assignable controls. If we toggle to the right, we have the ability to scroll through all 8 channels of the SQ1 Dynamics. As you notice as we scroll through, each of the pages has the same assignable control options.